Hey everybody, Mary Rondenet, the owner of Blooming Rose Healing and the founder of Whale Breathing. So I hope you're all feeling the energy of this more quieter, slower aspect of December. And I actually wanted to kind of do a little educational piece of we have a lot of things. I have a lot of things going on, and I'm doing a lot of different partnerships with people. And I am looking really forward to integrate with others, sound healing, Reiki, life coaching, and celebrating stillness, quiet, peace, breath, being. And I am, for 2026, a lot of my journey is going to be about how to educate people in why and what the benefit of breath is. I have a very unique background with movement, breath, energy, and I also am so fascinated by the human body. Always have been. And I want to do a little story of why breathwork is so important. So I want you guys to imagine that after Christmas, you have this accumulation of garbage, trash, and the garbage men don't come. And then the next week, you have more. And then the garbage man does not come. And then the following week, you have even more garbage and the garbage men don't show up. What happened? You have a lot of trash at the end of the driveway, correct? So a lot of my study has been, what is this diaphragm and what is it really about? And it's always funny how you start looking at one thing and then the next thing takes you even further into another aspect of our body. And today, we're going to talk about how that diaphragm needs to move. And the reason for the garbage is because if we're not moving and doing diaphragmatic breathing, the lymphatic system becomes stagnant. Also, the diaphragm becomes stagnant. And then no movement happening creates garbage, toxins within the body. And then the body becomes into dis-ease, distress. And it reacts depending on where your vulnerability is. But it happens wherever you are experiencing weakness. Then we have cold season. So now the body's out of balance because there's so much garbage at the end of the driveway that it has a harder time fighting off viruses and bacteria. So then what happens is then the body gets sick because it's trying to tell us that we need to breathe and slow down and, get our body back in harmony. We need to call the garbage man. And how do we do that? By using our breath. And I have been really, 2025 became such a year for me of really researching, studying the science behind all this breath work. Because I'm seeing miracles. And not only from the science aspect, but the spiritual aspect. And how inviting my breath within my body is creating a cleaning house. And allowing myself to really meet my body as a holy temple. Or meet my body that there is a physician within me that's very wise and understands what it needs to help clear and bring in more calm, beauty, harmony. So look me up, Blooming Rose Healing, and if you're feeling a need to reboot and get your body back in alignment, and because of also my ability to read and feel vibration of bodies, I'm able to get a sense of where the imbalance lives within. So I can do readings, which I call whale readings, because my passion is how do we bring whale consciousness to our beings so people understand the power of their healing through their song, through their presence, through their energy, and bringing the breath in as well. So and I use a lot of those energies to help bring light. Not even bring light. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We are all beings of light. What I help is to let that light shine. And every single human being watching this is magnificent. And we're coming into some great, powerful times of 2026, but we have to remove that old beliefs, old thinking, the stuff that doesn't serve us anymore. And the best way to do that, back to the garbage, we got to call the garbage man. And who is that? Our diaphragm. And the more we work with that diaphragm and get that diaphragmatic breathing moving, the more you're going to see huge significant difference within your body, soul, and spirit. So, many classes coming up. Look up Blooming Rose Healing, subscribe, and see what's going on. We're also looking into doing a lot of retreats, not only in Illinois, but maybe Costa Rica and other places in the world. So if you're feeling the need to reboot, reconnect, realign, and find harmony, look me up. Oh, and look at this. This is a beautiful... So one of my trips that I have done, San Ignacio, Mexico, Baja, and we meet the Greys. And they literally come to the boat, so if you see it, I love this. And then there's a heart because they bring love. Whales, great whales. Hopefully that will be one of my... I'm slowly getting back into doing more retreats because I feel like we need a lot more quiet, a place to unplug, get away from the phones, get away from AI, get away from... and just meeting our inner light, our divine. So I hope all of you have a wonderful week, and and just take a minute, take a breath, but like this. And thank you for stopping by. Take care.